Hey Rusty, how are you? I haven't even finished setting up quite yet, so hang on one second. I got a couple more clicks, and I think I'm good now. Yep, we're good. Oh man, my hair looks horrible. Sorry, I've been working outside all day. So Rusty, how's it going? You're the first one here again today. Hey, that's great. You did your walk. Awesome. How long did you walk for? Father, son, welcome back. An hour. That's awesome. Good for you. Oh, good, father, son. Awesome. Yeah, I think you're really going to like it. I recommended it to Lemmy Fiverr as well, and honestly, Mr. Peterdorf, no, but I think you're going to like the book. It's great because you don't have to. So Rusty, I told them about this book called The 48 Laws of Power, and it's a really good book because it gives historical stuff and teaches you about life and how to be, how to deal with people and situations. And I personally really like the book. I think it's great if you're in business or job or even just in life. And if nothing else, you get historical facts out of it. So it's pretty cool. And each chapter is condensed to be a bit self-serving book. Yeah, I guess a little, but it's really more, I mean, you don't have to use it to gain power like they say. It's really more about how are you understanding what the other people are doing, rather than use it to gain advantage. Although that's kind of what it's about, you don't have to use it for that. That's why I like it. Psychoanalyze your coworkers. Got it. That's funny though. Sorry, another messy hair day and crappy t-shirt day because I was working outside today. Oh, it's on your bookshelf. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the book. It helped me a lot, just in how I thought about things. Because again, I'm not out there trying to obtain power that way, but it's a pretty informative book, in my opinion. And for the record, I have no financial ties to the book whatsoever. Yeah, he did have extreme confidence for sure. I got to go back and read that. I need to pull it out and reread some of those stories. Yep, for sure. Yeah, it would be good to go over it again because I haven't picked it up in a while. But I used to read it. I'd pull up a chapter every once in a while and just read it, some random chapter. Yeah. So great, Father. I'm anxious to hear how you like the book too once you get it. Rusty, sadly, I have not been reading much at all in the last, I don't even know, years actually. I just don't know why I don't read like that anymore. I've got some books sitting here that I would like to read and should be reading. I've got a whole shelf full of books up here I've never read, so I should probably start doing that. How about you? What are you reading or what have you been reading lately? Oh, Mark Cuban. Yeah. That'd be interesting. When you say it's a short little read, what kind of pages are you talking about in Mark Cuban's book? Christopher Columbus was Oh, 100, that isn't very long. That might be something. Yeah, Clint, sorry about the hair. It's not good today at all. I was outside sweating again, so I don't know why I shower in the morning. I should be showering at night, but so everything looks kind of just, I don't know. I'm in my crappy old work t-shirt, but thank you for coming back for the hair. A politician in his own pocket. Yeah. I don't know if somebody separates the atoms. I will not be the first to know. I can guarantee you that. Thank you for whoever threw up the heart just now. I'm all sticky and itchy and sorry. So I'm kind of scratching at myself here. The fate of the universe? Oh man, I have no idea. You know, I don't know if Rusty, even if I did know, I don't know if I'd want to know that. That might be just too much, or maybe not at all. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think I want to know. What do I really think? I really don't know. I'd like to. And maybe I don't eat mold cheese. No. I do not eat mold cheese. I don't know why that's relevant, F87, but I I'm pretty good at understanding uh, my own shortcomings or faults or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, Rusty, I'm not a moldy cheese guy. Nope, I don't, Gordon. How about you, Gordon? Do you? Oh, teleportation would be fun if I could figure that out. That would be awesome. Yeah, yeah, Rusty, it's just not my thing. How is my retirement treating you? I wish I were retired. No clue, V4. Am I that lonely? Wow. Hey, Miranda. Welcome back. Rusty already told me. I know. I get it, Rusty. Rusty already told me that he walked today. How about you? Did you get your walking in? Oh, nice. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, Rusty, thank you for writing that in there. But yeah, it's great that you guys are both on that. And how many, like, how long did you walk for, Miranda? Because Rusty said he walked an hour today. I look like Richard Gere. Yeah, I get that once in a while. Um, F87. Well, I appreciate the energy that you can give me, F87. It's always nice. Hour and 15. Nice. That's a good walk, though. That's a lot of walking. Yeah, you know what, though? It doesn't matter even if it's 15 or 20 minutes. I know, Rusty. I'm just moving along. Um, Anything is good when you're moving, and if you're really trying to be healthy, I think walking's it's probably the easiest in the sense that it doesn't require special equipment or anything. Yeah, you build up your stamina. That's correct. Oh, jeez. Oh, man, she must be lonely. Hey, Clayton, you're back. Thank you for coming back, Clayton. Sorry we didn't get to chat much last night, but we were I got embroiled in some things and off we went. Was it hot for you today, Miranda? Like, what was the temperature? And Chaley, you're back too. Um, I don't know. I just F87. I'm just doing this for fun, and somehow it turned into that I like supporting people. So I thought, well, why not support the people that come here? And it's an outside source for them, so maybe it helps people do whatever. If I can be of some support, then that's great. Yeah, I agree, Miranda, because I think we're all guilty of that, right? We all just get the thing and start sliding your thumb and. Oh, Clayton. Okay, well, thank you for coming. I wish you could stay, but I get it if you're busy. Well, I don't necessarily F87. I don't know if people are lonely. Sometimes it's just something different than they're, they're spending time in a different way. And I find it fascinating to chat with people from, well, all over the world, really. So that, yeah. Texas. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, it's been hot in Texas, huh? Where I'm at in Washington, I don't think it got over about 75-ish today, 76, something like middle 70s. So it was actually really nice. 100. That's hot. Miranda, no, you know what I had? What did I have today? I had a piece of leftover chicken. Kind of boring. I'm trying to eat up all my leftovers right now these last couple days. But tomorrow I'll do something more or something new. Once I have leftovers, I hate to let them go to waste, so. Oh, great, Clayton. Yeah, it's fun. 86 today, Miranda. That's not bad. I mean, it's still hot, but. From Australia. 50? Wow. All right, really? F87? Is that really? I can live stream cooking. I should do that, actually. That would be fun. Fork in the road moment. Yeah, I think we all have one of those. 102. Man, that's hot. Lots of hearts. So whoever's doing that, thank you. I don't even know how to do that. So if I go on other people's streams, I got to figure that out. Hey, Funk, you're back. And Geese, you're back. Oh, on mobile. Yeah, I'm on the actual screen, so I don't know. I guess on mobile I could figure it out. I'm on my computer screen. And I'll figure it out. I mean, I just kind of figured out like about a month ago how to do this, so all the little things will come a little later, I guess. Geese, what's new today? Don't worry, Funk, I didn't forget about you. Yeah, fair enough. Wow, F-87. That's yeah, that's not good. East Africa. Huh. Yeah, Vietnam was really hard on a lot of people. Not that other wars weren't. It's just those, most of them, a lot of them are still around. The people from World War II and Korea are by and large gone, so we don't hear their stories. Oh yeah, chicken, broccoli, and cheese. I'm going to be doing something kind of like that tomorrow. Oh, wait, Albert Einstein. No, I'm still here. So, Miranda, was that the video where it was? I saw something where it was like it looked like it was between two mountains, and the water just came gushing down, and there's whistles blowing and stuff. Yeah, F-87. Sorry, I missed that, but yes. Hey, Dibs. Sorry, I'm trying to read, and I I miss people when they jump in. Welcome back, Dibs. Oh, sorry to hear that, Miranda. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll look it up when we're done here. It might have been the same thing that I was seeing on. I don't even remember what platform I was on. But yeah, the leftover chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna make something tomorrow with geese. I'm gonna do. I use sausage, um, some kind of pasta, and then I mix it with broccoli. But I cook it in a giant skillet. Drafted. Oh wow. Yeah, chicken and broccoli would be good. I saw another really cool recipe. I'm sorry, Miranda. I didn't mean to gloss over your uncle. I apologize for that. Um, oh, brisket sliders. Oh man, that would be great. But how am I going to eat them? I saw somebody else the other day. They got one of those big, aluminum foil trays, and in the bottom they put meat, like a half-inch thick, and then they laid some kind of pasta over the top of that, then some cheese, and then they layered over the top of it with tater tots, and then they cooked it that way, and then they sprinkled cheese over that. Then the other one I saw was similar to that, except they cut up hot dogs and then mixed it all up and cooked it that way. Truman, sorry, I was making a joke at Benny's entry. Don't get hungry, Miranda, then you'll leave us, and then you won't come back for an hour. Oh yeah, or she might have to go fix her bicycle again. Who knows? We can't have that. That's funny. Wait, she was putting it together yesterday, but now she's got to fix it because she said something wasn't spinning properly. So we can't diagnose that over a live stream, unfortunately. Okay, I'm good there. Oh, the brakes, yeah. Oh, great song, Geese. I love that song. F-87, that's very fortunate for him. Unfortunate for what happened, but fortunate for him that he didn't have to go fight. Organize your sock drawer. That's funny. My favorite music? Oh, I don't know if I really have a favorite music. I love music in general. I mean, Geese mentioned Queen, and I like rock. I like easy listening. Back in the day, I like some cheesy pop songs. I don't know if I have a favorite genre really. I like a lot of music. I'm not trying to avoid the question. It's just that's really how I feel. Hey, Sriracha. I like it, but I didn't gravitate to it, and so I don't know much of the people involved in it. But when I hear something, I listen to it. But I didn't really gravitate to that because it wasn't readily played when I was growing up. So I probably no other reason than it wasn't available to me to listen to without seeking it out. When you're a kid, you just kind of listen to whatever is available on the radio. Jagged Jazzist. Okay, cool. What Quentin Tarantino's? Yeah, now I can't even think of the name of it. With John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. I've seen that. And I don't know if I've seen any others. I'd have to think about that. When do I harvest the oysters? Well, right now they're not harvesting just because I'm kind of not in the queue. They harvested about a month ago. But I think tomorrow the tide might be a little later in the morning. So I might be able to go out and get a video and kind of walk around the beach a little bit. On Whistle? Kill Bill? Oh, Kill Bill. A sunrise vlog? Oh. Yeah, I guess I could do that. What time does the sun come up tomorrow? About 6-ish? Yeah, I could get up and do that. I'm up. It's not like I have to get up. I'm awake, but hey, Funk showed up. He was Django, and then he left. So I don't, or maybe he's here. I don't know. A sunrise vlog. So I'm not. If I do the sunrise, Miranda, I wouldn't be on screen. Obviously, I would just. I would just face the camera towards the sunrise, but I could talk for people that had questions. Yeah, he's fixing your bike. Yeah, go ahead, Dibs. Oh, I think my dog is outside. Flavor profile. Hang on. Come on. Do I harvest oysters? No. I should say, Dibs, no, I don't think so, because when they harvest them, it's really they're just harvesting the oyster. And the oysters that we grow here are called the Pacific oyster. And so now, to be fair, there are certain places around the Puget Sound, around the country, around the world, there's more or less salt content in the water. Maybe there's a freshwater influence nearby that changes. So that changes the flavor profile. But we don't harvest that way or even try to grow that way typically. I mean, there's a few smaller growers that have some niche markets that will do that. I know of one that grows their stuff near a freshwater river, and so they get a little less salty, but apparently they say that the meat is it's just different. So a lot of people like it that way. So did that answer your question, Dibs? Hey, Master Blaster, sorry, I was in the middle of answering a question about oysters. Yeah, I find them fascinating, but not everybody. Django, yes, he is, and we're not gonna say anything about him. I like all you guys, and we can't have that in here. As much as I enjoy having you guys here, he was. I don't know if he's still here. Blue Oyster Cult. I love their song Godzilla. They have other good songs too, but I really like that one. I know you're probably talking about My Oysters, but I love that Godzilla by Blue Oyster Cult. It's a great song. I do not fear the Reaper, but I fear that we might need more cowbell. How far am I from the beach? Not far. Close. I mean, around Puget Sound, you're never really that far away, typically. Yep, you're correct. Funk. Char Char. Yeah, I'm not far, geese. Not very far at all. I look weathered. Yeah, well, I feel like it today. Another sweaty day, so my hair looks like crap, and I'm wearing a crappy t-shirt, but whatever. Nothing's wrong. Just tired, as always. I'm always tired, so for everybody that comes often, I'm just habitually tired. No, I'm not on an island. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Miranda, but I've never been famous, so I'm good with where I'm at. Okay, Funk, thank you. New construction. Nice. Little St. James. Nope. William Shatner's still alive, too. That guy's like, what, 94, 5? Thanks, Miranda. It's okay. Everybody sees everybody different, so. Well, I hope so, Funk. West Norwegian basketball. That's funny. Oh, 2012. So he was old then, too. Yeah, I knew he meant, not, I knew he didn't mean me. New construction. Yeah, it's easier, I guess. But the Norwegian basketball, it wasn't a lot of years, but yeah. I had to pull out some of my old pictures from high school today, so I'm got a slideshow that's happening. So Clint Eastwood, yeah, he's up there too, 90 whatever. Chongo, not much. I'm trying to move some of this stuff around and reposition it if I can so that I don't have to have it in the background. Oh, yeah, homeowners are probably hard to deal with if you're in construction when you're doing remodels. Put up a curtain? Yeah, I need to get a giant curtain of a DeLorean picture. Funk, Phi Slamma Jamma. That's cool. They were sure fun to watch back in the day. Yeah, I definitely I'm still looking for, I know there's a guy that lives near me. I gotta find him somehow. Or maybe I'll just find somebody that's got a DeLorean for sale and just go take a picture of it with me in it. They hover. Yeah, they do. Yeah, Char, I'd probably be one of those, not questioning your work, but I would probably just sit there and chit chat away and keep you from working. Scramble, I don't know about the rest, but I'm a lot older than you. Okay, Funk, you go with that. Wipe. Oh, the retail crime syndicate. If I was that smart and I had that much money from being a criminal, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't be oyster farming. But yeah, you know, I used to wear one all the time, and now I somehow got out of the habit of it because I kept bumping it. So but I need to get back to wearing a watch. Yep, Django, I do. In fact, there's a couple videos in my shorts that you can look at and see part of the farm. Miranda, I don't mind. I'm just itchy today. I'm still sweaty from working outside. Uh, yeah, no, it's fine, Miranda. It doesn't bother me. I'm used to it now. I mean, I get George Washington too, so it doesn't bother me. Although I had somebody on one of my videos on another place, and they asked me what my skincare regime was. Don't really know why, but yes, I'm aware, XNav. Quick story, I'm storing stuff for somebody else, and he has nowhere else to put it, so it's being stored here. I mean, there's been a couple of the offbeat ones, Miranda, that somebody said, "Oh, you look like that person." When I looked them up, I thought, at least in my eyes, I kind of thought, "Oh yeah, I guess um, I am not John Go." Char, in my mind, Ivory Soap, and I wish they sponsored me, but they do not. So I'm a firm believer in Ivory Soap and a not soft towel. I don't think those big cushy soft towels are good. I think you get a little rougher feeling one and really give yourself uh, a good scrub after to dry off, and I think that gets rid of a lot of the dead skin and whatever. The shaving does, especially if you use not an electric but a real blade. It does take some of that dead skin away with the hair. You're exactly right. Yeah, I've heard about the avocado too. I don't eat avocados, but I substituted chocolate for that. So, just kidding. Yeah, no, I've always used ivory. So I don't know if that's what kept my skin decent, um, or maybe it's just genetics. I have no idea. You eat avocado every day? Wow. I've got family members that love it. It's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the texture or something about it. I just don't know. Oh, nice. Thank you, Char. Yeah, sometimes things fly up overnight. I have no idea who's clicking the button. It is easy on the skin, and it's one of the last kind of pure soaps left. Recently, I ran out of soap, and I had a bar of Dove, I think, sitting around. So I used it, and I realized it was dangerous to use in the shower. There's so much grease in that particular soap, not Ivory, but the Dove, that it coated my shower, and I had to I quit using it. It was ridiculous. Yeah, no, I just used it because I had a bar of it sitting around. And I thought it wasn't even my soap, but I found it to be greasy. That's the part I didn't like on the shower floor. Yeah, I just cracked open a new Ivory this morning. You know, it can, Miranda, but Ivory not typically. The other soaps that have way more grease, yes. And if any kind of, well, any soap, even the hand soaps, like the soft stuff, the liquid stuff, it will coat the pipes. And if you don't run the water after you use soap, your pipes will get coated. It'll take a while, but they will get coated no matter what soap you use. So I believe it's good to run a little hot water afterwards for a minute or so to get rid of that. I've never used St. Ives coconut. Well, that's what I've been told by some of my plumber friends. So, white people's skin. Yeah, I've never, like I said, I've never tried St. Ives. I really enjoy Ivory. It's always been good to me, so I just keep using it. More hundreds, thank you. My go-to beer? I don't drink beer. Root beer would be my go-to beer. Oh, thank you, Char. Yeah, I don't. I know so. I know people that like Guinness. Yeah, I don't know. I've tasted it. It just, I don't know, didn't taste good to me. So I figured, why drink it? Yeah, it's just not my thing. That is correct, Char. No, I'm not criticizing people who like beer. It's just not for me. Well, if you're from Canada, then you guys like beer. Draft Blue Moon with an orange slice. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, can I ask what province you're in, Char? I don't need you to be specific about location, just kind of the province you're in. Yeah. No, I knew what you meant. Yeah, I know. I mean, I kind of figure somebody wants to have a beer. I'm not gonna preach to anybody about it. It's just not for me. I mean, I got a friend from high school that owns his own winery, and so, oh, Nova Scotia. Okay, so it's already late for you. Oh, electrician. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever had a dark beer. I've tasted beer, but I can't remember ever tasting a dark beer. You know what, Geese? I've heard a lot of people older than me, the older set, that really believe that. They'd come home and they weren't even drinkers, but they like to have a cold beer. after hard work. If I had a hard day's work, I'd probably grab a Gatorade. Yeah, you certainly can still drive and be active and do whatever when you're not drinking. But again, people can do kind of whatever. A Smarties or a Hershey guy? I don't know. Clayton, you're still here. You got to chime in, man. Don't fall asleep though. But if you need to go to sleep, then get some rest. Electrical and plumbing. Don't know. Carrie Ann, you're back. I haven't seen you. Thank you for coming back. Clayton, if you need to rest, please don't. Plumbing, yeah, I might, just because it's not gonna. Yeah, plumbing's probably a good choice, and I think about it because I don't want to get bit by the electrical, even though you can turn things off and all that. Yeah, I don't drink whiskey either, James. Do I believe in reincarnation? I don't know. That's okay, Carrie. I'm glad you're here. That happens to a lot of us. Yeah, no, that's true, Char. And there's a couple things on, like if you have an outdoor cooling unit, your HVAC system, um, there's a thing called a capacitor that even though the power is all off, because it can still hold a charge. So that's kind of dangerous, even though you've turned off the power. So you have to, kind of deactivate it. That's my answer, RC. Sorry. Carrie Ann, what was your sad news? Yep, you do have to discharge them. Correct. Ramen. Oh, got a couple good recipes with ramen. Pretty simple. What? Yeah, that's what I've heard. I have not experienced it, but I know that Tim. Oh, Tim Curry. Yes? Is that who you're talking about? Yeah, thank you for the stuff. Yeah, I saw that this morning too. That's too bad. Tim Curry passed away, Clayton. Yeah, no, he was I don't think he got enough credit for being real. I thought he was an excellent actor. And I don't think he got the credit, I guess, is the best way to put it. 10 cents a pack. Oh man. Yeah, for sure for Tim Curry. Yeah, he was really good. It's funny when we were talking about Dolly Parton yesterday, I said it's going to, over the next few years, there's going to be a lot of these people from that age group that are going to leave us, unfortunately. Secret Walmart delivery operative. I bet you they have them. Maybe that's why you're on Walmart delivery. Oh. Oh, so you may not like him because of that scene. Good job, Miranda. You're on commission. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the fact that these people can think this stuff up, the horror films. I don't go to them. I don't care for them, but um, and I also think, how does your mind click to make that happen? Yeah, Rocky Horror. I saw that back in, I don't know, when people were still, when it originally was out and people were getting dressed up and throwing toast at the screen and the whole 9 yards. It was crazy. Hey, Dano, thanks for coming back. And I'm okay. How are you? Yeah, Rocky Horror was even if that wasn't your genre of film, it was still pretty cool to go to. And when I was going to it, it was always on at midnight. It never aired it any other time of day. And you had to go to the theater. Hey, Kate. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a weird experience. I know back when I was going to see it, sorry, a midnight movie was ultra late. You just didn't go to movies at midnight or anything like that. So it was nobody around, nothing. Oh yeah, nice at college, cool. Sorry, I'm just turning my cell phone down so that we don't have to hear that in case it rings, because it always seems to. I did know, but I wasn't thinking about it. I read about it this morning, Carrie. It's okay. That's what's on your mind, and that's what's on your mind. Yeah, they give out loan applications to go to a movie now. It's like, and they charge you more for booking online. Like, how does that work? I'm saving you time and energy, and you're charging me more for the thing that's cheaper for you. Anyway, I don't know. Edward. Yeah, driving movies. Yeah, when I was a kid, all the time. Way more fun than going to a movie theater inside. 4 a.m. Oh man, that's a late night for a movie. That's nice, Carrie. And I'm sure somewhere I bet you there's a channel too that might be airing some of that stuff. Maybe I'll check it, look. Clayton, I can only see who's on my live. Well, as far as I know, I can only see who's on my live stream when they type in. Maybe there's another way that I'm unaware of, but that's the only way I know of is to see that. Was I into Star Wars? Yeah, when that came out, the original Star Wars back in the 70s, everybody was into that. It was it changed how we thought about movies. And I know the technology wasn't as cool as it is today, but the way they shot it, yeah, we were into it. Yeah, no worries, Clayton. That's fine. Yeah, no, I'm glad you're here. But if you need to go, yeah, but I'm happy that you're here. So thank you for sticking around. But yeah, I was into Star Wars. Not the later ones. I don't know why. Like Han or Luke. I don't know. Probably Han more than Luke. Star Trek. You aren't old enough, Miranda, but I watched Star Trek when it was originally on. The TV series. And we thought that was pretty cool. Especially their communicators that turned out to be flip phones about 25 years later. Little did we know. Yeah, for me at my age, Star Wars was so unique that it was hard not to like it. Because it was just so different than anything we'd really seen. Dr. McCoy, yeah. Yeah, he was funny. Yep, chief engineer. They called him Scotty. I can't give you any more powder, Captain. He had that nice, was it Scottish or I think it was Scottish accent. How am I, Carrie? I'm well. A little tired as always. Sweaty and sticky and itchy from working outside today, but other than that, I'm good. Oh, that's cool. Miranda, you've had a lot of brush with greatness. What the heck? Or maybe you're a Trekkie and you've gone to some Trek things, which would be cool. I think, is Shatner the only one left of that main core of people? Because I know Leonard Nimoy's gone and Bones is gone. That's good advice, actually. Under promise, over deliver. That's excellent. Thank you, Carrie. You know what, Cash? But at the time, if you compare it to what you're seeing today, that's the hard part. When it came out, it was still really cool. Because, again, it was all new. Oh, yeah, George Takei, I think you're right. I think he is still here. Yeah, no, Cash, I get it. Because you're comparing eras, and some of it looks so hokey now. But at the time, it wasn't. It was so cool that this Hulk thing was happening, and so it's hard to compare it to today, but I get it. I mean, it was kind of hokey or cheesy a little bit, but I'm sure that the original Hulk is on somewhere in reruns. Hey, Chib, greetings back to Argentina. Must be late where I am. No, for me, I'm just tired all the time. It's only I'm 8:30 where I'm at. What's the time for you, Carrie? I mean, I could fall asleep any time of day. I can just, if I put my head or close my eyes, I'll pass out. Yeah, James, I did kind of hear that they kind of butted heads. I mean, I don't know if it was during the show, but certainly after. Everybody's jealous of Captain Kirk. 1:40 p.m. Oh, okay. Yeah, Miranda, I didn't know that. But 1:40, wow, okay. So we're remarkably different time frame. Uh, I didn't know that about Shatner either. Um, so wait, it's hot for you then, right, Carrie? Middle of the afternoon in Australia. Oh wait, no, you guys are reversed from us. Sorry. My opinion on flock cameras? Don't like them. And a day ahead. Tell us what's going to happen. Yeah, Miranda's spewing facts about Star Trek. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's Thursday. Yeah, we're headed towards Thursday, but we're not there yet. Wait, what's the... So, Lee Cabs, what's that flag? I don't recognize the flag. I apologize, but I don't recognize it. Can I click on it? No. Let's see if this helps me. No, did not. Oh, Philippines? Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that flag, so. Check. Nah. Really? Yeah, come on, Lee, fill us in. Where is that flag from? Yeah, they really did Manila, Philippines. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Yeah, it was nice how they integrated all the stuff in the movies, James. I mean, they made, God, how many Star Trek movies were there after the show went off? Star Trek or Star Wars? Just because I don't know, I kind of like Star Trek. I mean, I love Star Wars, but I'll go with Star Trek. You should. There's plenty of movies, Chib, but there's also the original series that happened back in 60, whenever, 60, late 60s. And that might be a good place to start. Yeah, they were different. Still about, space and all, but yeah, they were different. Yeah, that's why I said, oh, it must be hot for you. Then I realized, no, you guys are you're flip-flopped. So what's your temperature like right now, Carrie? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, not that you can't see the movies, Chib, but it might be nice to see the series first, and then you can kind of delve into the movies, and there's a bunch of them afterwards. Wow. So 10 movies with Kirk and Picard. Oh, Chib, thank you very much. Wow, that's really very kind. Wow, I'm always humbled and amazed by that. So thank you very much, Chib. I appreciate that. 10 with Kirk and a reboot movie, so maybe 13. That is a lot of movies. 24 degrees. For us, Carrie, that'd be cold, right? But I know what the temperature is. I have a lot of friends in Canada, and I actually have people in Australia that I know too. Thank you, Chib. I appreciate that. It's really very kind. I'm always surprised. But I'm having fun doing this, and yeah, we've got a nice little group going here, Chib, so I try to get on about this time every night. And we're checking in on people that have goals. And I'm trying to help motivate some people if they need some outside help. Oh. Yeah, 24. I guess that would be warm for that time of year. Yeah, 24 is warm. Yes, XN, I know. I've been through this. And again, I got to find another place to put this just so everybody doesn't have to comment on me storing something for somebody else. And it's a long story, but I can't tell him he can't have it here. So, I mean, I can, but I won't. Hey, Chib, thank you very much for coming. And honestly, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that gift. It's very, very kind. Miranda, I wish I would have thought of that. But no. Oh my God, 30s, that's warm. That means you're going to be, like for us, that's like 90 degrees. That's hot. Yeah, I got the DeLorean waiting outside. Marty's been fixing it up for me. I never thought of that, Miranda, honestly. Now that you say it, maybe I should just leave a bunch of junk behind me forever. James, I did not have an Egg McMuffin today. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I used a tortilla instead of bread. Easter eggs. Well, you never know, James. Maybe tomorrow. I just don't eat out much anymore. And I know tomorrow I'm cooking at home again, so... Anyway. Maybe I was just mad because you didn't offer me hotcakes and sausage. You were just trying to tell me about the McMuffin. But Easter eggs, yeah. Another one I haven't thought of, but... Hey, Raid, thank you for coming back. My day was pretty good. As you can see, I'm all dressed up in my crappy t-shirt and my sweaty hair, but thank you for coming back. So maybe now you're going to go get hotcakes and sausage. Or maybe I'll tell you that one of my favorite things to make for other people is I like to make fried egg sandwiches for people. Oh, hang on, I gotta grab this real quick. Don't go anywhere. Whoa. Text me if you can. Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye. Sorry, I apologize for that. I had to take that call. Okay, wait. Let me get back to Raid. That's where I left off. Oh, yeah, the fast food. I agree with you, Raid. some of the fast food, like I used to love Burger King, and the Whoppers are now $8 plus the drink. It's like it's $12 just for a burger and a drink. I mean, I make my stuff at home. I can make beautiful burgers with bun, cheese, everything on them for. If you don't put too much stuff on them, for $2, no more than like $2.25, I can make a beautiful hamburger at home, and I'm happier with it. Chib, question. I did go to a couple slasher movies, but I never was really a fan, so I tended not to go to them when they came out. They're just not my thing. Oh yeah, anything like that, Miranda, I'm out too. Hey, Busy. Thanks for coming back. Oh yeah, Carrie, it's expensive here too. Like I mean, if you look at some of my other videos, you'll see what I've been cooking and making for people, and I can't get my head around how much things cost now. And especially for my age group. I mean, I can remember going to McDonald's when I was a kid, and the regular hamburger was 10 cents. So I'm really old. So when I see these prices now, I like comedies, Chibs. Really like comedies. I like some mystery stuff too. I'm not a big slasher person. Wait, Jet Li? Oh no, really? Yeah, please do. You'll see what I'm doing for very reasonable prices in it. I just can't get my head around wasting money. Seriously, Chib? 60 grand? That's not bad. Oh, I see. Yeah, because of the exchange rate. 2 years, 20 years, Miranda, really? I watched that. Busy. That was a funny movie. I love comedies. I mean, I go all the way back to, I remember the first time I saw Caddyshack, and that was funny, and yeah, The Boss was good. Oh, Miranda, you can't hate movies. Nah, I get it. It's fine. Yeah, comedies are just, I love comedies. And Melissa McCarthy is really pretty funny. I've seen some outtakes of a couple movies she was in where she was just freestyling it, and the cast was all laughing too. They couldn't even use it because everybody around her was just killing themselves laughing. I haven't seen Mulholland Drive. I will check into that though. There's so many movies people have recommended to me since I started doing this, and I've got to really get caught up. Mike and Molly, yeah. What was the guy's name? He was really good too. They were really great together. I can't remember his name. And he's shoot. I can't remember. Well, you're kind of like me, Miranda. I grow oysters and don't eat them. Johnny Cabs. Yeah, who the heck is Johnny Cabs? Yeah, when you're in high school, that's all. I mean, that was our when I was young. That was our biggest form of entertainment, was getting to go to the movies. Chib, how big is the town that you live in? Forgot to ask that. Airplane was hysterical. I love that movie. I mean, the humor was it was so dry. Just then they delivered it like it was real, real. You know. Carrie, please come back again if you get the chance. Nice hearing from you. Can I say from down under? Is that okay? Or is that tacky? Wow, that's a big town. Awesome, Carrie. Thank you. Yeah, that is a lot of people. 3 million people. I mean, that's, gosh, that's like the size of Los Angeles. Los Angeles is what, 4 million people or something? It's a big city. I could be wrong on Los Angeles. Maybe I'm thinking older times. Oh yeah, the water systems. Good question. Because we really don't know much about how things work down there. $1,500 for a nice house like that? Wow, that's pretty good. A house like that in a big city here would be way more than that. Miranda, are we going to have to get you a real estate agent? Find you a place in Argentina? Oh. Yeah, I guess if you're working from home, as long as you got good internet connection, you're good. Yeah, okay, Chip, fair enough. So you know the price. College is free. Wow. It is not that here. Even the state schools are expensive now. Hmm. What's the name of the city? Yeah, it's funny you should say that, Chib. I know when people came here from other countries for the World Cup here this summer, they showed videos of them in stores and they couldn't believe what we had access to. Yeah, it didn't used to be that way, Chib. That's a development in the last, I don't know, 25 years where it's changed. Oh, that, yeah, okay. So I guess it's hitting us everywhere, leak cabs. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, Chib. Yeah, when I grew up here, uh, everybody was friendly and everybody talked to everybody, and um, it's just different now. Yeah, Benny, it is a long time, but it does take time for those things to kind of change, and I think a lot of it has to do with electronics. Yeah, no, we were the '70s was it was a vibrant time. Much different than it is today. Everything was free and people were, it was just different. I think it was better. Yeah, I believe it was, Miranda. I really, I mean, I'm old enough to remember it clearly. So yeah, '90s were good too, but that's when things were beginning to evolve into what we have today. Miranda, I used to think that. I don't know if we will, but maybe. I mean, because there's so many things coming that you might be right. I feel like we're losing our way, losing our innocence every day. Yeah, I hope that it does feel like that, Chib, but I hope that's not right because that would suck. Oh, when I said we meaning as our society. Sorry, Benny. How we changed. Not everybody, but society meaning we. Hey, I could never give up. Thank you for coming back. Yeah, I got to look up that flooding too when I'm done. It's not, it is old, Benny, but not that old. When did I get that? Uh, it's pretty old, probably about 15 years old. Yeah, I know, Chip. I'm storing all this stuff. I got to get it out of here. But Miranda thinks it's good because it strikes conversation. My profession, I'm an entrepreneur, but I have an oyster farm that I take care of. It is a copier scanner. In fact, about I don't know, about half hour before I came on, I was scanning some stuff to send off to somebody. It's been a good printer though. I like it. The oysters just keep growing. There's nothing. I don't really have to do anything to them in the wintertime. And they can harvest in the winter. It's just most of the tides for about a 3.5 month stretch will be after dark, so they'll be harvesting with headlamps on, like you would see a miner's hat or something with a headlamp, they'll have to harvest that way. But the oyster farm doesn't really, because they just stay in the water and keep growing. Yeah, Miranda, I'm going to see if I might do that. That would be funny. Thanks, Chib. It's fun. It is niche for sure. Not a lot of people know the oyster business at all. What if the oyster doesn't find a shell? Then it can also land on a rock or attach itself to grass, seagrass or something. But a lot of them. That's why each oyster spits out millions of seed, and very few of them catch. Oh man, I need you to market me, Miranda. Oh, really, Benny? That's cool. No, no pearls here where we grow chib. So, and I lease my beach out to somebody that harvests them, and then they take them to the restaurants. But yes, they all eventually end up either in a restaurant or in a market somewhere. Yes, Chib, I do. No, I mean, I'm doing okay. I would like to be doing better, but and I'm trying to get there. Yeah, I'm not complaining, Miranda. Honestly, it's just when you work for yourself, people get the impression that, um, not everybody, but some people get the impression that you're well-to-do, and I'm not. So, I mean, I wish I were, but I don't know what you mean, Sefa. Can't do that, James. If I damned anything up, they'd have me in jail within an hour. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, Seth, I don't know what you mean either. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like the way James thinks too, but I can't do that at all. The environmentalists, and no offense to anybody who's an environmentalist, but they would be on you like there's no tomorrow. They will allow you to make some adjustments to the beach, like maybe add a little gravel, but you can't build anything up or block it off in that way. Uh, I want to say kinda, Chib. There are rules around it. We can't, destroy it, but yeah, we can pretty much use it how we want. James, are you an attorney? I might need you to fight for me. Land reclamation. That's great. Hey, Sefa, hello. Well, Chib, so to be fair, most of the states in the United States can't own their beach. I think there's three or four, I don't remember, but you do get to own the beach. And in my state, we can own the beach. And how much is it? Well, you can buy the beach separately from the uplands, but typically most people own the uplands. They're small owners, but our big oyster or shellfish companies here, they own massive amounts of what we call tidelands, so the beach. And there's areas in some of these inlets in these bays where the water comes in and it goes completely dry, and they own hundreds of acres in places like that grow nothing but shellfish. Like massive farming. Because on hundreds of acres you can plant millions and millions of oysters. I'm in the state of Washington, Chib. If you'll look at it, you'll see that we grow all of the oysters on the inland waterways. There's salt water that's kind of not in the middle of the state, but it's not on the coast. So it's not the ocean. It's connected to the ocean, but it's not the ocean as you think of it. It's all right, Chib. I just ignore that stuff. I'm not going to let it deter us from having a good conversation about whatever it is we want to talk about. I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of nice people show up on my stream, and they're always interesting to talk to. So it kind of, because I always talk to people when I'm out in public, just random strangers, and so this is kind of nice to do it this way. Oh, James, I'm biased obviously because I'm from here, but I think Puget Sound is one of the prettiest places around. Hi, Anne, how are you? From Scotland, very nice. Yeah, I guess I am. I don't know my way around the chat that well, Chib, but I'm just, yeah. But I know what you mean. Talking to random people, I enjoy that. I find some of my most interesting conversations happen with people I've never met and maybe never seen or will see again. So, Susan, you're clearly biased for Eastern Washington, but yes, I love all of Washington. I'm well, Anne, and thank you for joining our gang here, as we like to think of it, I guess. Yeah, we have some beautiful bridges, and you can get to some of the islands. Some of the islands are ferry boat only. Some aren't, but yeah, we've got a lot of large islands within the Puget Sound that are really pretty. And what's cool is in some places like with the Olympic Mountains around Hood Canal, there's these massive 10,000 foot tall mountain range that comes right to the water, and it's covered with trees. And yeah, no, I love Washington. I like the transition when you go between like Western Washington to Eastern Washington, how you're full of trees and all this greenery, and then 50 miles later you're in kind of, well, you're over by Ellensburg and all that, where it really starts to change and turns into kind of high desert as you head towards Spokane. I think it's all nice. But again, I'm biased, so yeah, no, and I love it here. And as Susan just pointed out, Eastern Washington is also really pretty. There's some really beautiful stuff here. And if you get to see the Columbia River, the river is just massive. It's hard to fathom. Where I love the Columbia because I love where it hits the Pacific Ocean, and James, you might be fascinated by this too. There's a bridge down there where it crosses over the mouth of the Columbia. It's 4 miles wide. That's how big the Columbia River is as it enters the ocean. Anne, I've never been there, but I have seen plenty of travel shows that go there, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So wait, I gotta go back. What kind of music? Sorry, Chib. What kind of music? I really like a lot of music. I love rock, but I also grew up in an era where I listened to easy listening, some country. I grew up surrounded by country music people, so I really like a lot of music. But I tend to gravitate a little bit towards rock, a little more than the others, but yeah, it sounds like it. Like I said, from the travel shows I've seen, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Western Washington because it's very green. And we are green, well, this time of year things turn a little bit brown, but yeah, it's typically we have a lot of green here. Yeah, I like Kiss. Yeah, Everett. I've spent a lot of time in Everett as well. It's nice up there. Who did I see live in the early days? I didn't really go to a lot of concerts, but I mean, my favorite show I ever attended was a Van Halen show back in '88. Yeah, so it kind of reminded me of here a little bit when I saw it and on TV. So again, I've never traveled there, but it looks beautiful. Yeah, Leah, music is great. Bowie, Rush, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Hung out with Anthony Kiedis a little bit. Hall & Oates, yeah. I'm sad about how they're the lawsuit that happened here was about 3 years ago over their music rights and stuff. It's too bad because they really created a lot of good music. I did at a couple of pool parties in LA. I met him. I like Michael Jackson. Brian Ferry, excellent entertainer. A podcast? No. This is as close as I'll probably ever get. Unless, I don't know, unless somebody talks me into it in my family or something, but I don't know the people anymore, so it would be hard to get people to come on my podcast with that. And then I wouldn't get to come visit with everybody here. Well, I could, I guess, still, but I wouldn't know what to do on a podcast. Bella Boo, you are back. Thank you for coming back. Susan, you're new. Have we met before? Forgot to ask you. Have I lost my mind? Look, I gotta write that down. Chib, I won't remember that if I don't write it down. What is it? Cumbersita. And that's pronounced La Cumbersita, correct? Yeah, there was a time I was explaining to some of my younger relatives who were asking me about how popular was Michael Jackson. And it was hard to explain to them his level of fame in the 80s, because it was before all the social media, there were places in that didn't have radios or TVs, and they knew who Michael Jackson was. In my lifetime, I don't know if anybody's ever been that kind of famous before or since. Even Elvis, I don't know if he was. Michael Jackson reached a level of popularity was just crazy. Okay, good, Susan. I just didn't want to look at it and go, did I miss something? So I'm glad you're here. Bryan Adams, yeah. Well, he's from Canada. He is a good guitar player. Yeah, Michael Jackson was an amazing talent. I don't, for whatever his weirdness and faults were, whatever, he was an amazing entertainer. Okay, I'm going to look it up, Chib. Okay. Okay, I've got it pulled up, so when I'm done here, I can look it up. Okay, I'm going to look that up when we're done. I can't even imagine that, Miranda. That's so strange to me. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not excusing anything he may or may not have done. I'm just talking strictly about his entertainment before we knew any of that was it was crazy. Looking like Henry Winkler. Oh yeah, the Fonz. Great actor. Even though he's remembered as the Fonz, he was really a good actor. I've had it a couple times, Miranda. I don't know, maybe not here, but I've had it a couple times. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing about that from World War I and World War II. How a lot of the German people left and went to Argentina. I have not seen which documentary are you referring to, Susan? Yeah, the Fonz. That's funny. That's okay, Funk. Welcome back. We're talking about Michael Jackson right now. Yeah, Susan, I don't know some of the things because some of the famous people that talked about him, they swore up and down that nothing happened. So I don't know. I just don't know. I'll look it up, Susan. I'm not saying he's innocent or guilty. There was just a lot of questions raised by some people that were around him that didn't say anything. But I don't know. But I'm just talking in terms of his innate talent. And I can remember seeing him, back when they were the Jackson 5, and there was something different about him than the rest of the group. And his family were all good singers and dancers and whatever, and he just had that quality about him and he rose to whatever fame. Yeah, I've seen some documentaries about that, Chib, about how they escaped there. Um, Lee Cap, thank you for stopping by. And yeah, come back if you see us on again. If you subscribe, then you'll know when we're back. Yeah, Bella, I don't know. I know he was cleared, but there was questions around some of the stuff. I don't know what to believe about some of this stuff. All I can say is he was a fantastic entertainer. Yeah, see, Susan, I'm not familiar with that, so I got to go watch that and find out. Irritated sinuses, salt water. I don't mean salt like saline out of the store. Go get in the salt water and swim with your head underwater. Assuming the area you could get to salt water would be clean. Chib, kind of just sort of happened. I grew up around people that were in the business, so I always knew about it. And at some point I just kind of figured I'd like to try that, and it stuck. I will, Susan. I'm writing it down actually, so I don't forget it. Is it on Netflix by any chance? I have to write a lot of stuff down because there's so many things that come in here, and I'll forget to go to look at it. Susan, I grow oysters, so I'm not a huge farmer, but I have an oyster farm. Chib, thank you for coming by, and please come back. Thank you, Susan. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, XN, I'll get to it. I'm not laughing at your frustration. I'm just chuckling because I never know what's coming next from you because I don't know if you're kidding or not. How do they farm oysters from wooden poles? It is hard to read the sarcasm in chat. It is hard, to be fair. But Funk is so good at being dry, and then the next sentence he'll say, "Oh no, I was just kidding," or "Oh no, I'm really serious." It's hard to know. I know, Funk, and it's hard when I'm just reading text. Farm oysters from wooden poles. I don't know if I've ever seen that, James. I'll have to look that up. They grow mussels. I mean, you can grow, I guess if you had sticks in the water, oysters will they will grow to the sticks, as will mussels. I know mussels are grown on rafts a lot, and you can also just hang a rope with an anchor and grow the mussels on a rope, and then they just pull the rope up, and they just there's a little machine, they just scrape all the mussels straight off. I get it, Funk, and you are very good at it. Double tap the screen. Oh. Okay. Miranda says I'm supposed to tell you guys to double tap the screen for likes. I didn't know how that worked. Sorry. I'm not laughing at Miranda. I'm laughing at myself because I didn't know that. I usually know when Funk is doing it because he'll tell me round 1, round 2, or whatever. Oh, is that where it is on mobile? Above my head? I didn't know that. Shoot, I'll have to pull it up on my phone and see what it looks like. Where am I? Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, okay, I see it now. Yeah. Didn't even think of that. Hey, hello from Australia. We had somebody else in here from Australia earlier. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay. Thanks, Miranda. I didn't even think of that. Oh, okay. I'm James. I'll look it up when I'm done. Ah, then you are very knowledgeable about this. I am a complete novice. I shouldn't say a complete novice. There's certain things I've learned about algorithms and and kind of what works and what doesn't, but I am clearly no expert. There's other little things about some of this stuff. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So this is all a learning process for me. Yeah, I kind of, well, which is kind of what I've been, you say I try, but that's kind of what I like other people, I've been telling like you and a couple other people in here to try. I really believe that you got to try. Yeah, natural. I don't know how to be anything else. I tried acting, and it's the reason I couldn't be a good actor is because I couldn't get into a part. I didn't know how to not be me. So don't give in to data. What do you mean? Don't trust data. Yeah, no, I mean, I understand. I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, there's a few things that Miranda that I would like to do that might be considered brain rot, but I think they're funny as well. So, oh, I didn't know that about that movie, Susan. Oh, I might do something with the watermelon one day now that you said that, just for fun. I won't use rubber bands though. I find that odd, but whatever. I mean, good for them that they figured it out and they're making money, but not my cup of tea. Did I try acting in LA? I did. And it is a extraordinarily hard industry. Oh, yeah. Well, they are kind of crooked. Because if you look at the one side, you can see the glass, and they're at an angle. So, yeah, Susan, I didn't. Now that you said the Leaving Neverland, but it, wow, I didn't realize. I'll have to try and find it when it comes back or something, or maybe somebody burned a copy of it. That's sort of true, Funk. I mean, L.A. back in the '80s was it was pretty pretty. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, if you go back and look at some of the videos and stuff that were being made, then you would go look at the Motley Crue videos from that era, and you'll know what L.A. was like around Hollywood. Yeah, the Rubber Band Watermelon Channel. I ran across it one time, and I was like, I couldn't believe these guys. There's two young guys, and they're screaming at the camera, and that's 200 rubber bands or whatever they're screaming at, and boom, I saw them one night make $1,000 from putting rubber bands around a watermelon. And I thought, I must be stupid or doing something wrong or something. These kids are sitting there making money rubber bands around watermelons. So, you're right. It could be. It might not be live. It seemed live to me, but you're right. It could be recorded. Who's pulling a tooth from a crocodile? I haven't seen that one. Yes, Funk, I know you pay attention. Oh, got it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it could be. For all I know, it wasn't live. But even so, I'm looking at it thinking, there's part of me that thinks, well, let's just all be stupid and make money and then retire. Yeah, it is a bit odd, Susan. I know what you mean. James, are you familiar with those parties, those after hours parties in the 80s? Were you there? I'm sincerely asking you. I kind of figured that's what you meant, Susan. Do I think it's a productive ambition? I don't know. I mean, I think that if you could make enough money, then maybe you could do something productive with the money and devote your time to something else that really is productive. So maybe the end goal is where you look for some of that stuff. I see some of these people and I think they're making lots of money. There was some crazy house parties, James, and some of the house parties never even started at the club. And being a non, participator in the alcohol and drug stuff, it was far more interesting to watch what went on. It wasn't even that it was so like debauchery that but it was just there was a never-ending supply of parties every single day. Envy? No, I don't have any envy. I just find it interesting. And I thought, well, I actually thought about if I could do something like that, make a whole bunch of money, and then I could do what I wanted in terms of maybe I go donate my time at a dog shelter or something like that. I mean, make the end goal. I'm not jealous or envious of any of those people. Yeah, 1 million shorts views. Yeah, so I can tell you, Miranda, what I made on a video on YouTube here, that I got 26,000 views or something on a short, and I made a little over $5. But I think that has to do with because I don't know exactly how that works, but Susan, there are streamers and people who do this that do make $800 a night. We saw a guy on TikTok the other day I was watching, and he's a singer, and in the first 10 minutes he had taken in $200 for his share of what after the split. Yeah, Miranda knows way more about this than I do, because she's, as she stated a little earlier, she's working in this business, so it's really amazing. Nope, no islands. So, Miranda, you can probably explain the super chats better than me. Yeah, it was a little over $5, but that's on a short. Now, had that been a long form, it would have been considerably more money. The shorts don't get nearly the amount of money. I mean, from my understanding, most of the people that I know that are doing well with any kind of social media, they're making it from sponsorships and brand deals. Django, yes, Grasshopper. But yeah, no, that's my understanding, and Miranda might be better explaining that. Like, so Django, thank you very much. You're always very generous, and I really do appreciate that. So, Susan, are you looking at the chat right now? Django just, that's a super chat. So, and Django is more than generous when he comes here. So I'm always very appreciative. And again, I say this, and I'm always amazed that people will donate. So I don't even really know what to say. I'm just really happy that people will take the time to do that. Yeah, Django, Susan's really, she's new here and she's super nice. She's really joined right in here. Yes, my grandson is very generous. And yes, Django, he is a legend. I mean, Triv, Django is a legend. No, well, it is a chat, Susan, but people, if they feel so inclined to do, they can donate or not. I mean, but I've seen the people on TikTok that are begging for that stuff. I don't like that. You know. So wait, Miranda is right below that. YouTube will pay $5 or more per 1,000 views on a normal video. Okay. Yeah, so that's considerably different than my short making 5 on 26,000. Not that I'm complaining about that. It's just it is a different pay scale for the long form. And the beauty of YouTube is I could, if I wanted to sit here for 10 hours and do this, or just have a live stream showing something else, I can leave it on for a long period of time. Now I'm trying to catch up. Could I chat privately? I don't know. I'm assuming that's possible. I think I have to set up memberships for that. Miranda, help me out. Sells views of 2 cents a piece. Okay, I didn't know that, Miranda. James, yeah, I haven't seen that, but I've heard people talk about that kind of stuff. And Susan, I don't know how to chat privately. I don't know. We need to ask Miranda. Susan is from my home state. So she's okay. Yeah, Susan, I've only been doing this about a month or so, and I don't really know all the ins and outs. Miranda works in the field, so she really knows what's going on. Favorite oyster farmer, I love that. Super chat is a donation, correct? Oh, okay. I got to read up on the memberships. I don't know how they work. And do I have to charge for those? For a membership? Hang on, I gotta let my dog out. Go ahead. Okay, I am back. There's a minimum price. They just increased it. $2.99. So if I wanted to do private chats, I'd have to charge people for that? Oh. Okay. Okay, Miranda, that makes sense. I don't know. Parasocial. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that might be better, huh? To have it unlisted. Then I could take all my people that I'm coaching. Okay, I won't. I am not Bill Clinton. Yeah, so I found the community tab. I tried it, but I need to go. So wait, is there a community tab on? I found the community tab on my phone, but I haven't found it here. I got to figure that out. Because it would be interesting to have a private chat sometime. That would be fun. Oh, Miranda, I don't know if I dare do that. Richard Gere, yay. The Atlantic Northeast. Yeah, rip Tim Curry for sure. We talked about him earlier. That's sad. And Fergus, okay. Thank you. Wait. What was that? Hang on. Sent sparkles. Jongo, thank you again. Very kind. Polls and surveys. Yeah, I see a lot of people use them, so I guess that's probably why they're using them, is to get the engagement. I'm just really I take everything methodically to try to use and learn how to do this, but I see other people, doing stuff, so I probably need to read up more on this. Hey, Carrot Eater, thank you for coming. You mean Vancouver, BC, Rusty? In Canada? Yeah, Susan, after all of our watermelon talk, maybe I should have a survey that asks if I should crush a watermelon or not. But I know what you mean. I see some of the surveys and... Oh, jeez. Yeah, BC is beautiful. It's really looks exactly the same as Western Washington. Good way to get more subscribers. Okay. I'll have to sit down and read about it and figure out how to get that engaged. Yeah, but I wouldn't be doing it with rubber bands, that's for sure. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. I don't know if I've actually ever used ChatGPT. I don't think I have. Yeah, no, Rusty, Vancouver is beautiful country up there. If you ever get a chance to go there, you should go. Put that on your to-do list. Miranda. I'm not trying to put you off, Susan. I don't know. Because I see these numbers next to people's names, and I don't know what they mean. Oh, you're talking about on the phone. Yeah, that one I do know. Number of viewers, and then the other one's number of likes, right? The thumbs up. Got it. See, I knew a little bit, Miranda. Gold 10. Oh, 10 night. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Oh, whoever's typing the most. Okay. Well, how come you're not number one, Miranda? What's up? Don't settle for the bronze medal. Oh, they do? Oh, okay. Yeah, see. Man, I should have started doing these streams a long time ago. Then Miranda could have helped me get good at this. So those, Miranda just said, so that it's the number of, what did she say? Whoever's typing the most, she said. So an engagement score. Yep. I must not have any money because I don't hear any money talking to me. So that would be good. Strawberries? Oh, I love strawberries. I see, Miranda. Yeah, see, there's a whole bunch of algorithms that I know nothing about. Susan, but you answered that question. But Django, you do know that I was going to say apples because Washington provides 70% of all the apples in the United States. I see, because he donated. Got it. But I do love a good strawberry, man. Akira. Yeah, somebody, was it you that mentioned that before? Yeah, they do, Marysville. Man, strawberry, man, now every time we start talking about food, I get hungry. Yeah, there's nothing better than when you're, that's great to have a garden when you're a kid and be able to just go pick the strawberries. And eat them right in the garden. Uh-oh. What are we agreeing to now, Django? What did I do? I did a video on the Pink Lady. I within the last 2 weeks was the first time I'd ever had a Pink Lady apple, and I love apples, but it was a good apple. Yes, Susan, they are. You're correct. Tons, and I mean, tens of thousands of acres. Yeah, they can, Susan, but they sure taste good while they're taking over the card. Black raspberries? I don't think I've ever had a black raspberry. That sounds cool. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Vines do tend to do that. Would I ever smoke? No. No. And you couldn't do it at the mouth when I was talking about the mouth of Columbia. It's too rough there. I mean, I suppose somewhere upstream you could do it, way upstream. But that river moves, it's moving at a pretty good clip. The average human can't get across that. Yeah, mangoes are good. I mean, I'd like to think I could do that, but Yeah, the Columbia is massive. I mean, when you think about it, even if it was moving at 3 or 4 miles an hour, the average person swimming, that would tow them away. They wouldn't be able to swim across that current. But yeah, the Columbia's, you should go look up the Astoria Bridge. And it's beautiful, but you can't believe that that's a river that's dumping into the ocean. Yeah, so Susan, the bridge I just mentioned is called the Astoria Bridge, and it's kind of it's low slung, and then right at the end, as you go into Oregon, it pitches up super high so that all the big freighters and stuff can go underneath it. It's a really cool bridge. You can't swim, Master Blaster, really? Oh, that's a while. You need to get back out here, Trib. Yeah, so that's why I don't need bridges. I just hop in my boat and off I go. I'll cross the Columbia. Yeah, Miranda's on fire tonight. Yeah, now. Oh, yeah, it'd be great. You could visit your relatives. Yeah, good question, Trib. Where are you now? Miranda, now your name makes sense after you talk tonight. The cornfields. Middle America. Iowa. Iowa's beautiful. Lots of corn, though, for sure. He swam from Sweden to Poland. Whew. Susan, have you ever been to Seaside? It's beautiful there. I thought the Baltic was cold. Oh, okay, so you know what it is then, for sure. That's cool. Yeah, Oregon Coast is really a stunning place to visit. Yes, it is, for sure. It is very nice this time of year. Oh, that'd be a nice trip. What kind of dog, Miranda? For a guardian dog? Was it a Pyrenees or something like that? A 100-mile swim. Holy smokes. Oh, an Anatolian. They are a great protector of livestock and big. Yeah, I've read about them, and apparently, as even though they're great protectors of the livestock, they're also very good with their families. Yeah, that's so cool. How big was the one that you shipped? or that you sent. And yeah, James, I can't imagine how cold that must be. Even in a wetsuit, that would be cold. $55. Oh my, ugh. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's big though for a pup. Because the male Anatolians, I thought they got up to like 150 pound. Oh, female. Yeah, the males are like 150 and the females are, I might be wrong about the weights I'm spewing here, but I seem to have read they were like 150 and the females were like 110 or so. Now I got to look it up. What does it say? Yeah, they're saying they can get up to 150 pounds. Wow. Big dog. Yeah, there's some of these dogs too, um, they're super protective, but they're also, apparently if you have little kids, they're super protective of your small children as well. Dogs are easy to line. Tiger line to the ship. Yeah. Oh, Trev, I haven't heard. Yeah, they were, or weren't they cloned or something? Am I not remembering the story right? Yeah, working dogs, yes. You're right. They do love to work. And they're smart. I mean, the other dogs that I really like are Belgian Malinois, but they're super high energy. They modified an embryo of a dog. Okay, I'm fascinated with the technology, but why do we need to do that? Just, that seems weird to me. You're afraid of big dogs. That's too bad. I mean, it's not necessarily an irrational fear, but that's too bad because some of the big dogs are just big oafs. They just want to be a lap dog and they just like hugs and whatever. Yeah, the bigger dogs, because they do tend to be territorial. If they don't have the right handlers, they could be problematic. But you're right. I think most of that has to do with the owners, handlers, whatever you want to call them, rather than the dogs itself. We have fluffy dogs. Yeah, you're probably right, JD. Yeah, when we were talking about doing all the watermelon stuff and somebody making money, and I thought if I made a bunch of money, that's what I'd do. I'd buy a property, fence it, and take in some of these dogs that get euthanized so that they don't get euthanized. I just can't stand to see that. Create a massive, I don't even know what to call it. Cats are better. I had cats growing up too. I like cats. They're just a little too independent for me. I really like dogs. I'm a dog guy. Oh, that's really cool. So it really is somebody volunteering their time to help the animals. Yeah, cats are low maintenance, that's for sure. Oh, sad start to the kitten's life, Rusty, but a good end, and that you have him. Wildlife, yeah, they do. You're correct. JD, I don't know why some dogs are like that. I mean, I know dogs a little bit, but I think sometimes I don't know if dogs are necessarily angry as opposed to being scared, and they're protecting themselves or their pack or whatever. I think sometimes they're just scared. That's my take. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's what I think. Yes, my cats were outdoors. They came in a little, but by and large, they were outside. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Miranda. We kind of, I think we screw up a lot of dogs. We as a people, not we like us here, but in general. And that to me is just a foreign concept. I don't get it. I mean, when they look at you and they just want you to pet them and they'll love you forever. I just never understood that. Yeah, a lot of cats prefer to be outside. We've got a friend that their cat comes in 4 or 5 hours a day, spends the rest of the time outside hunting, leaves all of his little treasures on the porch for them when they come home. But if you have a good cat a cat that hunts, you will probably not have mice ever. Dogs do need structure. That's for sure. Especially the working breeds. You get a golden retriever and they're just happy to lay around and look at you all day. But some of the working breeds, Australian Shepherds, Malinois, Anatolian Shepherd, and they need to work. They enjoy working. Yeah, and then these poor dogs are left scared and alone at the Humane Society, and that's not fair to them. I I don't want to criticize anybody, JD. I wouldn't do that. Um, my dogs are in the house with me, so I just wouldn't do that to my dogs. So yeah, there's some people on there that on these dog channels and these shows, they know a lot because that's all they do. They work with dogs all day. Yeah, Susan, they're supposed to leave them on the porch for you, not bring them into the house. Oh, gee. Well, yeah, terriers are notorious hunters of small prey like that, so it makes sense. In fact, some of the terriers are better at killing small rodents like that than cats. Yeah, Miranda, I agree with you. I'm super tired too. I don't, I, but thank you, Miranda. Please come back. You know you're always welcome here. And thank you for all the yes, because I'm going to ask you every time I see you, and Rusty, you too. I'm always going to ask you if you've made your walks. What breed are my dogs, Rusty? The dad was a Lab Australian Shepherd mix, and the mom was a purebred German Shorthair Pointer. So it's a really nice mix. Yeah, Miranda, please do. I want to hear your progress, and I will hold you accountable. Yeah, Rusty and Miranda are walking, Susan. So if you're going to walk, you got to tell us, and we're trying to get everybody moving if they can. Thank you, JD. I appreciate that compliment. Rusty, thank you too. Full step report, I guess. That's funny. No, I wouldn't attack, but I'd tell him to leave. I won't attack anybody. Yeah, no, I want to help people achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve in any way I can help. That's okay, Susan. We're just trying to help people do whatever they can to, whatever they're striving to do. We're trying to lift everybody up and inspire them to do whatever it is they want to do. You better get a desk. That's kind of important. I don't eat my own oysters, Rusty. I don't really eat oysters, which is odd since I'm in the oyster business, but I don't eat them. Now, if I was in the burger business, then I'd be eating all my profits, but not the oysters. Oh, I can imagine, Susan. How many off do I go live? I try to go every day, JD, usually around the similar time. I've missed some days, but I'm trying to go live now as much as possible. I don't directly sell them to the restaurants, Rusty. The people that harvest on my beach, they will take them and they sell them to the restaurants and or markets. So I should say I'm more of a grower rather than I don't sell them directly to restaurants or anybody. They do eventually end up in restaurants, but I don't directly sell. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think my oysters stay local in Western Washington. I don't think they're shipped outside of here, but many oysters are shipped out of here to all parts of the country. It just sort of happened by accident. I'd been around people who were in the business all my life, and then I just thought, well, I think I could do that. And that was it. So I just jumped in. And what I like about it is I don't have to tend to them every day. They kind of take care of themselves. Kind of like a cat, in a way. You know what, Susan? You're probably okay. I don't eat them. I know I have lots of friends that eat them raw every single day, and they swear by them. And they are packed with nutrients. I just can't get past the texture. I don't know why. Yeah, I know lots of people love them. Yeah, I love seafood too. Oysters I'll eat them in a chowder, but then that's, you're not really tasting the oysters too much. But just to eat oysters, yeah, I don't do it. Oyster mushrooms. Yeah, there's not a lot of salt water where you're at, Triv. Texture is, yeah. You're exactly right, Susan. That is exact texture. And it's not for me. Smoked oysters, not for me, no. A lot of the oysters get turned into smoked oysters, though, and they can them and whatever. Oysters are huge business. There's a place not far from where I live that is the largest oyster company in the United States. and they ship out tens of millions of oysters every year. Oh yeah, the printer. Yep, it's a mess, JD. Yeah, Triv, I know what you mean. I love lakes too, but I'm a saltwater guy. Extra protein. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, Susan. I'll try and find it, see if I can look it up here later on YouTube. Oh, Jim Gaffigan. Oh, he's funny. I'll look him up. Yeah, he has some really good stuff on a variety of things, but I haven't seen his seafood stuff, so I'll look that up. Deep fried bacon. Hot Pockets. Oh, I think I might have heard the Hot Pockets one. That sounds familiar. I will look up the seafood one when I'm done. I think the cow meat's better for dogs, personally. That's just me. Ooh, Dungeness crab with a little dipped in butter would be fantastic. Well, Susan, to be fair, he's kind of right. Don't know if I've ever had a stone crab. I've had Dungeness, rock crab. Okay, yeah, I'm going to check it out when I'm done here because quite honestly, I really need to kind of cut it short tonight. I'm so tired, more than normal, and I'm always tired, but tonight I'm really tired. But I always feel bad when I cut people off who are still chatting. Crawdads. Oh, I used to catch crawdads in the stream near me. Yeah, Rusty, thank you. I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. I don't mean to cut everybody off. I'm just super tired. I love clam chowder too and seafood pasta, but you're right. It's kind of weird. Thank you, James. Thank you, Susan, Triv, Rusty, everybody. I just really got to cut it off. I'm just about to pass. I don't want to fall asleep and have you guys looking at me. Rusty, you are safe here. And we're gathering a nice group, so I hope you keep coming back for that. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to sign off. I have to reach up and turn everything off. But everybody, please come back again and make sure you turn your little notification thing on or whatever, and that way you'll know when I'm back. Okay, everybody. Thank you, JD, for that. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night, Susan. I'm glad you're new here, and I'm glad you're here. Thank you, everybody.